Okay, let's start down on the dock with Colin and Justin. You're going to show us how we can create an outdoor living space anywhere, even on a dock, because as you guys say, we've still got plenty of lovely weather left to enjoy the great outdoors, right?
Absolutely. You know, if you want a dock that rocks rather than a dock that shocks, then I suggest go big or go home. You know, you can have a dock that you just park your boat in, a simple gangplank, but why not take it one step further? We actually have a really big space there that can be living room, dining room, party room, and the lovely thing about that actual piece is it was actually made locally in Haliburton County. We have a great initiative here called #BuyCloseBy. So wonderful people at the dock spot in Haliburton, they built that and they delivered it with love. So not only do we have somewhere to park our boat, but we have somewhere for our friends to gather and enjoy a lakeside experience.
I think that's really lovely. And we know docks are essential up at the cottage to tie up your boat or to welcome your guests. But what else should we be thinking about when it comes to installing one?
Well, the dock is such an intrinsic part, Tracy, of the whole cottage experience. We wanted somewhere that was a real party zone, and it was really, really important to us that we treated it in the same way that we might treat a living room. So for key issues, they're all about zoning. So zoning is crucial. So first things first, you'll notice 3 sunbeds sitting side by side. Okay, we've got a gorgeous rug underneath there as well. Now, when you're choosing a rug for a dock, the best kind you can find are the ones that don't have a plastic backing, because that's when moisture goes through and they get all sticky. You want something that can breathe, a really natural quality rug. So yes, there's zoning. Got a lovely reclining area there. Over at that side beside our boat, we've got dining, because when the party season starts at Cottage Country, we come down to the water and enjoy every part of it. And then over at the other side, just looking out onto the water, 2 chairs which we picked up in IKEA with 2 big massive floor cushions which rather fortuitously fit inside those chairs perfectly, giving us the perfect place to watch the skyline and the sunset and the sunrise every single day.
Oh, that is just perfect. Now, for those of us without a dock, is there any inspiration for us city-based folk?
Well, you know what? Same rules apply. You know, the dock actually delineates space because not even we can walk on water, you know, so we have a limited space there. So if you have a yard, you know, if you have a terrace in the city, why not actually think about drawing an imaginary line around it so you have the dimensions of a room and then zone it out and actually add things that problem solve what's going inside, you know. So maybe you don't have a dining room indoors, then create an outdoor dining room, you know. And then once you've done that, you know, tell a colour story the way you would at home. There's a lot of timber there, you know, because the dock itself is made of timber. So we decided to go for a lot of metallics and a lot of white on this. So we almost get this kind of Miami feel, you know, and you're thinking, oh, should we have that in Cottage Country? You can do whatever you like, okay? But I like to think that the boat itself is kind of like our VIP area, if you like. You know, if guests are here, then what's to stop them sitting there? Beautiful white leather. It's got a great sound system. But you know what? If your name's not down,
you're not getting in.
I heard there's some serious bouncers up there. I wouldn't mess with them, that's for sure. Okay,
you don't want to mess with our friends, Tracy.
Give me a bit of a tour of the furniture there, because you talked about the zones, but they're gorgeous, gorgeous pieces down there.
First things first, I love the recliners. They're actually by Hauser. Now, we've had those recliners for, I think, perhaps 5 years, and they're the perfect example of buying a really good thing and making it last. So don't buy cheap or you'll buy twice. So the dining table, I really love. It's by Cabana Coast. Now, Cabana Coast are a great retailer with fantastic inventory that really appeals, I think, to the market that we love, that whole outdoorsy thing. So we've surrounded that with chairs, a couple of lanterns there, because oftentimes you look at a dining table and if it's not being occupied, it looks a little bit redundant. So 2 big, gorgeous lanterns. The lighting that we've chosen is fantastically charged by the sun. It's solar-powered lighting, and we've used that to detail the perimeter. So at night time, this dock looks every bit as sensational as it does by day. It's a 24-hour extravaganza.
You know, and I love how the lights actually continue on the walkway as well. You know, that's the thing. It's a piece of wood to actually get you from the boat to the land, but why not make it feel important? You know, we've got our solar lights down the side of that so that it feels like a catwalk.
But you'll notice down there, just at the waterline, there's a really big bathroom wooden towel stand. Now, that was intended for indoor application, but because it's made of solid teak, it's really weatherproof, and it gives us the perfect base to dress with towels and really build the whole atmosphere. Being on the dock is one of my favourite things. When it's warm in cottage country, Colin and I run like two panicking people from the cottage outdoor to get every last minute of sun. And the atmosphere, Tracy, is amazing. You need to get yourself up here because we've got suntan. We'll make sure you're fully protected. We've got a gorgeous hat for you, Tracy. You are going to be the queen of the lake. Come on.
Thanks so much, guys.